All right, and we are live. Let me hit that Walking Dead music as we talk about Walking Dead Season 11, Episode 18. This one is called, what is it? Trade?
New Deal or Lockdown? What?
New Deal.
New
You're
Deal?
right. New Deal, yeah. Yep.
Lockdown was the last one.
Yep. It's hard to keep up with the names of them. Like, keep up with
I
the
know.
episode. It's the names that get me. But I'm Justin.
I'm Matty Dubs.
And Matty Dubs is actually coming to us live from his new crib. Why don't you pan the camera around real quick? Show us a view of that sweet new giant living room of yours. You got to go the other way. That's just a hallway. Oh, look at that TV. Who hung that TV today, Matt?
Justin did.
Yeah.
With them big strong arms.
That is a beautiful new house.
Nice
And
open. Yeah, it's a disaster zone right now. But I think they're actually talking about, like after AMC saw our living space like this, we could do like season 12 in here. They're bringing it back.
Yep. But
like this is just the kind of environment we're looking for.
Beautiful new home Matty Dubs and his lovely wife have moved into, and it's been a fun weekend of moving stuff, and they are finally kind of getting used to it.
Groove,
It'll be weird. It's the first night y'all are spending in this new house, right?
Yes, correct.
Oh man, gonna be weird. You've been in the same house for like the last 2-3 years. Now you're
almost
jumping
4.
4. Wow, time flies.
We moved into Greenway in October 18. So yeah, we'd have been there just shy of 4 years.
Man,
like literally the weekend that Brad got married is when we moved in.
New house, new home, new you.
I'm reinventing myself.
But before we begin, let me start off by shouting our sponsor for our videos, Movie Palette.
Woo!
This beautiful piece of art, let me show you for a second. That beautiful piece of art is from Fight Club. MoviePalette.com does these really, really cool art pieces where they take your favorite movies and they take the films, like the frames, and they take colors and mash them into this unique, cool-looking art piece. Matt was just saying before we got on live that he was going to get one for the new house.
I do need one. I'm gonna have my actual own like real legit space.
Yep. So let me do.
So I need to deck it out.
Let me do solo real quick and show you this beautiful art piece.
We got to hang that bad boy up.
Yes, we do. MoviePalette.com was nice enough to send me that, and I love it, and I am very thankful for it, and I cannot wait to get it hung up on the wall. So go to MoviePalette.com, and then when you find your favorite movie or whatever, and you buy the art, just put in the code podcast15 and you will get 15% off. It's that simple. And it goes to help support the channel because there is a lot of Walking Dead coming to us in the form of these spinoff shows. And we would love to be covering those. So help support the channel so we can keep this thing moving. Right now, Matty Dubs is like the only patron we got.
I'm carrying the team.
him and Jesse and both are on the podcast.
We're doing this for us.
But man, lots to unpack in tonight's episode of
Holy moly.
And also, may I say, it is incredible how much Judith has grown up so quick. Like Judith looks like a full-grown woman almost. And
I know.
Like I still think of her as this little kid, but you know, just like Chandler Riggs did as Carl before her, like, you know, they say that's the hard thing about casting kids in these long-term shows is like kids grow up.
Woke up.
They grow up. And like Judith tonight, as soon as she first came on screen with Daryl, I was like, oh my God, she's growing up. Like, as a dad of a little girl myself, it's like, man, it's amazing how fast they grow up.
Your eyes.
Like a season ago, she looked like she'd be on the Disney Channel. Now she looks like she's ready for like a teenage show. It's nuts.
Now she's ready for Nick at night.
Do what?
Now she's ready for Nickelodeon at night.
Now she's ready for Nick at night. But man, it is a lot to unpack here. So it looks like old Lance may be locked up and he may not have his long range revolver, but he is certainly still moving and shaking things. I saw the little nod they gave him in the prison.
Yeah, we got you, dog.
And man, how satisfying was that ending?
Oh, great. Just like we were just like, oh my God, like we really want to watch next week's now, but like we cannot forbade you.
We got the Appalachian American
Lydia
back in
looks
the comment
preggers.
section, which makes me feel so happy. Yes, Lydia looks, and the thing is, it's not so much that she, like when in shows when they don't show, like, so for instance, Tara and Rosita, and then like on How I Met Your Mother with Lily, like a lot of shows when the actress is pregnant, then like you'll never see their full body. They'll have on like a long coat or a baggy coat, and the angles will be real specific to not show that they're pregnant. But she definitely looked like they were trying to cover up something. So I don't know that she's, maybe she's just getting older and I don't know, but I think what's her name? I used to know the actress's name, but she may be, but lots of changes happening to the Walking Dead cast.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Was Lance talking about the CRM when he said certain alliances will break?
I can't answer that one. I don't.
Matt's like, I don't know
about CRM. Yeah,
CRM is, but they are.
It's like a boutique creamery, like people that like just drop all the vowels out of their name, like Crumb.
Crumb. We are Crumb and Vine. Yummy. But
that's my guess. I don't know nothing about CRM.
It could be. It could be, but the thing is like, I mean, to my knowledge, he'd be the only one that knows the CRM Alliance exists at the moment. Hello, Michael Myers. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good to see you, Mr. Myers.
What is? You got like, I think your earphones there are starting to go bad on you because they are crackling when you move. When you're still, they're fine, but when you move, they're crackling.
I've been very fidgety on the couch.
Apparently, the top question for Google's right now is Cassidy McKinley pregnant? Talking about the girl that plays Lydia, because
did Elijah knock her up?
I don't know, Elijah and Lydia. I mean, because in the comics it was Lydia. It was Lydia and Carl. So it's interesting how we're diverging from the comics here, because in the comics, like, Sebastian didn't die. Spoiler alert for the comics. If you plan to read the comics, you may want to tune away for a moment. But, in the comics, it was Sebastian that killed Rick. But we don't have Rick in the show. And now Sebastian's dead. So a lot of people have been wondering who was going to take Rick's comic death. And a lot of folks were saying it was going to be Aaron. But now Sebastian's gone. So I'm wondering if maybe that's not going to happen, or if perhaps Lance is going to be the one to kill a favorite character.
Oof.
And I've come to the
question.
I've come to the conclusion too, and back me up. Tell me what you think, Matt. But I think that Negan's baby mama and his baby are going to die, because
I can see that.
Think about it. You've got the Negan Maggie spinoff show coming out. Why in the hell would Negan leave a pregnant,
his wife and expecting child,
and maybe a baby if the baby's born at that point? But why would he leave them? There's no other reason for him to leave him then they're not there, unless I don't know. But then again, I don't know. Michonne had 2 kids and was like, "Yo, F this." Anne was in the middle of the Whisperer War. Was like, "Yo, peace out. I'm gonna go find Rick." So I don't know. Maybe they don't.
Good.
Oh, look who's chiming in, Matt.
Hey, they give you out early release and put you on parole.
Lance Hornsby in the comments section. I wonder what he's got going on, and like, why did they kill all those janitorial people?
That was a bit of a dickhead move. Like, those poor bastards.
I mean, like, man, they already got like.
Man, we worked hard and you didn't enjoy none of it. I'm dead.
I've been scrubbing these people's shit for years, and now I'm dead.
That was a dick move.
That was
like when they were trying to get zombies in there to cause some panic.
I'm guessing that's the only reason they killed him, was to have zombies to like cause mass panic, which it just shows, how out of tune the Commonwealth is, because of course zombies attacking Judith and Daryl and everybody else that's used to it is like, oh, we got this shit. But the Commonwealth people are like, oh no, zombies! Ah!
What do?
You're biting my shoulder! Ow! But yeah, I thought
Why did the wrestlers take care of him?
Wasn't it satisfying to watch Sebastian get his throat chewed out?
Yes.
Because see, we never got that in the comic. Like I said, Sebastian lived. He like Lance now spent his days in prison in the comics after he killed Rick. But it was very, very satisfying. Michael Myers says, bruh, kill Carol. I mean, why do we want to kill Carol? I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I'm not really like,
I'm indifferent.
Right. Like, I'm not.
I wouldn't lose sleep over it.
Well, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. See, I'm a Walking Dead OG. So
yeah.
To me, Carol
You're
is
a little more invested. Yeah.
But I'm not necessarily super invested in Carol right now. But at the same time, I certainly don't want her to die. I mean, like that would be at least, I mean, it's like if it happens, it happens, but I'm not like wishing it to happen. I mean, Carol is like the Walking Dead mama. Who's your favorite character right now, Matt?
Right now, I've really been liking Negan.
Yeah, I think a lot of folks will agree that like Negan has been kind of carrying the show. Jeffrey Dean Morgan's just so awesome. It's hard not to love him.
I've been really liking like how he like these past 2 episodes he's been carrying himself. Like last episode when he was like, Sebastian, like, you know who I am? Shit, you know who I am?
I actually just like in the night before last, it was one night this week, I went back and watched the Negan origin story episode. Man, that's such a good episode.
That was one.
Let's see.
That was intense.
Appalachian American says, thanks to the commercials, they have taken any fear away from big character deaths. Yes,
yeah, we talked about that. Yeah,
I agree. However, there are still plenty on the table, like Aaron. You've got Rosita. You've got Eugene. You've got who was I just thinking about that I didn't say? You've got Eugene, Aaron. You've got Father Gabriel. There's still some big ones to go, but you're right. As far as the heavy hitters of the show, we know they're safe. To which I don't know. I don't think that they're going to do it, but I'm still holding out that maybe they're just psyching us out like they did in the comics with those fake covers for the last episode. Michael Myers says, do you think the show will end like in the comics, telling a kid the story of The Walking Dead? I think, because how cool was it tonight? We got more flashbacks. Tonight we got more flashbacks.
Yes, that was cool.
I'm loving that they're doing that. Like last episode, we got the flashbacks to the people who like let the dark side take over. And we saw Shane and the governor and Negan and Alpha. I loved it. And yes, I think they are going that route. I'm hoping, my fear is that by having like a kid narrate the beginning of these episodes, that's what they're subbing in for. And I'm hoping that's like cluing in that a kid's going to tell the story as the show ends. Nerd Dragon says, I can't listen to this episode. I haven't watched it yet. I'm just here to give support to the channel. Oh, Nerd Dragon. No, I'm so glad you're here to support the channel, but man, I'm so used to you being like up on it.
On the ball.
Yeah, like Nerd Dragons normally own it, but I feel you. Life happens. But yeah, I'm talking to JP about possibly coming back to join us for the last few episodes.
Get him in.
That's literally who just texted me right now as we're talking about him joining us for the last few episodes.
Let's do it.
Oh no, Nerd Dungeon, not Nerd Dragon. Why do I call it none? You know what? It's because
I see Dragon too, and I look at like the Nerd Dragon. Like I see a D, I see an N, I see a G.
It's a dragon that's like, I'm gonna roast you, but do you know why fire kills people?
You know the chemical reactions that are occurring with oxygen.
But man, and so we got Stephanie out in the open now. She ain't playing no more, and poor Pamela, like just getting stuff thrown at her. Like, how gnarly was that of the setting him up for that conversation, then recording it, and then playing it in front of everybody?
I'm surprised they didn't dome her in the head at all. Like, that would have been an easy.
Well, we'll get
easy thing just to get her.
We'll see. Like in the comics, it's interesting because Mercer was actually like I'm not going to say leading the charge, but Mercer was all about, like he was like down with the Miltons in the comics. Like he was like down to the Miltons. He thought they were wrong for the Commonwealth. And it was interesting because tonight we see when he goes to handle the situation, Pamela's like, "You're supposed to be protecting me." And he's like,
No,
I protect
the people.
And so when he went out and did his thing, I think that's kind of like them showing us that like the Commonwealth's falling apart.
Everywhere the gang goes, this shit gets fucked.
I mean, it really it is. It's like the Commonwealth has been going along happily for how long? Our crew shows up, and within like a few days, it's like, no, zombies, riots. God, think about like Alexandria. They'd been surviving for how long? Perfectly fine.
Yeah.
We show up, and Rick's like, "You're doing it wrong," and everybody dies.
Implodes.
Yeah, our Walking Dead group certainly knows how to dismantle an establishment. Let's just say that. Let's see. What is one character?
Go back. Did you see what Lance said?
What did Lance?
Go back to comment.
Yeah, that's true. He's right.
Thank you, Lance Hornsby.
As much as I hate Lance, I hate Sebastian more. At least Lance is a character that's well fleshed out and like, I like Lance as a bad guy. Sebastian's just a little snot-nosed shit that needed to go.
I will say I did agree with Sebastian when he was saying like how like the whole game is rigged. Like, there's no like the peasants don't climb up. Rich can do what they want. Powerful can do what they want.
That's true.
Like, he's not wrong. You're just an asshole.
He was calling it like it was. That's for damn sure. Michael Myers says, what is one character you want to come back in a flashback like Shane back in season 9? Oh, man, if we were having like conversational flashbacks, Abraham.
Yes. Hell yes.
If like some character was dying or hurt or having visions and they could talk to like one character from the past. I mean, because honestly, one that I would love to see is Glenn. Like, I think it would be dope as hell for like Daryl to be hurt, maybe because we know that he's not going to die, but for Daryl to be hurt and then for him to have like the kind of like Rick did a hallucination where he's talking to Glenn, but like because we know that Daryl still feels guilty for Glenn. Like, we saw that back in like season 9 or 10 with Maggie and Daryl when Daryl's like, "I'm sorry," and he's crying. I think it would be super dope if Glenn would come back and him and Daryl could have a conversation where Glenn's like, "Man, I forgive you. Like, it's not your fault. You didn't." I think that would be the ultimate, and that would probably choke me up a little bit, but I don't think Steven Yeun wants to come back to the show ever. So that's not going to happen. So taking that out, I'm going to say Abraham. He would have some fun, quick like quip for the whole whatever situation. Lance Hornsby's talking in the third person again.
Lance loves Lance.
Justin's wearing a green shirt. Justin has comics behind him. Justin loves water. Lance has charisma. Sebastian is just a douchebag, which he literally, in his own words, admitted. Yes, he did.
Yeah, he kind of dug his own grave on that one, didn't he? Hey!
Hey, guys, it's me, Robert. Just because Robert can't say it, I'm going to say it in Mario voice. It's a me, Robert.
It's a me, Robert.
Michael Myers says, for me, it's Merle of the Governor. See, I would agree with that, but like we already had a Governor flashback back when Tyrese died. Like we got like a Governor flashback, ghost hallucination type deal. So I totally, could see the appeal of those, but I feel like we already got that with the Governor.
I hope we get like one more other villain arc like for the Governor, but it's the Governator. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger comes back and just F's everything up.
It's my one weakness, the president.
No!
Oh, no, Congressman. But, man, so then we got little Judith growing up so fast. Everybody's going to Google to find out is Lydia pregnant.
Oh, what'd you think, too, with Judith and the revolver?
Well, it's like my buddy Seth and I were messaging during the episode. It's like when she gave it back to Daryl, it was like, you bastard.
You
You take that.
can't
Number
do that.
one, as the owner of several revolvers, I was like, there is no damn way that Python will be looking that good after this many years and as many times as Rick dropped it. And they got
How many cleaning kits and like and finishing kits do they have
right
in post-apocalypse?
Right. But, and she gave it back to him like, no, you keep that gun. So I was glad to see Daryl give her the gun back.
You will take it one at a time, my child.
Matt, I feel like this one's just for you.
Yes, this is for me. Michael Myers knows what I'm about.
Pope would be like,
why is your scratches on your back?
Why you got scratches on your back there, son?
Why do you got flash on your back?
There's no way she got a headshot also. Talking about Judith with the revolver? She's pretty
well. We can do it, yeah.
And also, I have a Colt Python, and I can tell you that is the smoothest action on any revolver I've ever shot. And I own quite a few revolvers. That is by far the smoothest action. So if there is a revolver that Judith could get a headshot with, it would certainly be the Python.
Do you still have that video of you shooting the Python at that plank? Like you do the Rick pose and you actually hit it on the first shot and just walk away all badass?
I do actually. So as we talk, I will find it.
Please pull up and show them. Like that was a fun day. That was such a badass, just a smooth shot and just so cool. It will never be that cool again.
No, I will. No, well, I don't know. I did blow smoke at the camera and shoot a shotgun at styrofoam that one time. That was pretty cool. Let me see. All right, Matt, entertain them while I find the Python shot.
You just can't put me on the spot like that, man.
I can make you feel even more awkward. You ready?
No! No, I'm so big.
Talk to him, Matty. Tell him a little.
Nervous. Now I'm nervous.
No, I'm nervous.
No, I'm sorry, Justin.
No. Actually, let me go to videos. That'll be faster. Videos. Yep. There we go. Oh, shoot. I found it pretty quick. And Matt filmed this in slow-mo. So this was all Matty Dubs. Let's see if I can put it up to the camera.
We don't do regular mo.
You can see what he's talking about. Let me turn it up here. All right. Let me see. The Bluetooth should be coming through there. Let's see. Can you see my phone?
You still have me on the big screen. Actually,
hold on a minute. Let me turn the camera off. Then you should be able to see it. Let's do this. And
there we go.
Let me do solo layout to myself. So this is what Matt's talking about. Let me press play.
It's a little out of focus, but yeah.
Can you hear that?
Ping.
God, it's in slow-mo.
You need to upload it to the YouTube channel too for people to watch, like actually see it with the.
Oh yeah, look, there's the walk away. Hold on, wait a minute. Go back. The walk away you were talking about. Like, I love that the gun's still pointed when I turn around to like leave. Watch. Hold on. Is it playing? Oh, wait a minute. I gotta press play, I reckon. But like, just shoot it and then watch. I still got it pointed as I turn and walk away.
Because you done finished business there.
I'm like, and that was not planned or on purpose. I guess it's just the way I walked away.
Once in a lifetime shot.
My job here is done.
God, that was a fun day too.
It was a fun day. Yes, it was. Any day spent target shooting is awesome. The Appalachian American says she hasn't seen that gun in how long? There's no way first shot's going to be a direct hit. That's possible. Yes.
Well, maybe she's a revolver prodigy.
I thought the same thing, Lance. Lance says, what was that weird ass scene where Pamela touches Lance's face and calls him little boy? And then she just like stroked his chin and walked away. I'd be like, yo, I mean, you trying to smash or
Are you
what?
hitting me? Yeah, like I'm getting mixed signals here.
Michael Myers says, I shot a 1911 a while back. Believe it or not, despite my decent collection of firearms, I have yet to acquire a 1911. I'm picky
Those
on
are
them.
cool guns.
I got to find one that I like, and I will.
My dad's dad has an authentic 1911.
My uncle has one, like an old Colt, like
Yeah.
1911 from way back.
Yeah.
I want a Sig Spartan, but I've yet to find one in the gun store. That's the 1911 that I want. But so I see Stephanie smooching up on Eugene this episode. So I think that I guess they are together, maybe.
Well, didn't like he offered like say, hey, like you can come with? It's like I'm good.
Nah, I'm good. I'm down to help you dismantle a government and everything. But
yeah,
as far as like
that ends here.
She's cute though.
Yeah,
she's a cute gal. My fiance says she's definitely wearing a wig, and I'm like, no.
You think so?
That's what my fiance says, but I'm like, it looks pretty.
I'm not sold. Yeah, I'm not sold.
So how do you think this is all going to play out? Like, what do you see happening? I mean, you got, now Sebastian's dead. How's Pamela
dead?
And everybody was doing stuff at Pamela. So obviously they're still not her biggest fans.
Yeah, was she domed?
I find it interesting that as Sebastian lay there like a little bitch yelling, help me, help, help. And literally no one stepped up.
Yeah, they're just watching like, yeah, we're good.
Help! No, man, I'm good. Please,
man. I don't know. Man, a lot of stuff happened this episode. I just hope they can get back in the wrestling ring and finish up that match.
What's up with Lance eating that caramel apple?
Where did he get that? Who gave him that caramel apple?
Eugene.
Oh, that was nice of him.
Eugene's basically, Eugene's like, in good faith, I'm giving you a candy apple if you'll give me dirt on Pamela. Like, is that the secret to getting dirt on all politicians?
I've got a caramel apple.
Here's a candy apple if you can tell me some dirt on the other senators.
Stuff you would not believe.
I don't know, though. I feel bad that we had the fair in our town this week. And Wednesday, my daughter was walking around like a boss, had herself like an entourage of like 20 adults walking wherever she wanted to go. And then I went back on Thursday, and then I went back on Saturday, and I never once got a candy apple. I did, however, have.
I'm not crazy on them.
You know that strawberry lemonade that I bought when we were there?
Yeah.
I didn't pay attention, and I just went up and said, I want a strawberry lemonade. And I don't know if you people have fair in your towns or not, but like they will rip you off. And like, she didn't even ask what size I wanted. She gave me the $14 one. I paid $14 for 1 cup of strawberry lemonade.
You got.
Check my debit card. And I was like, oh my God, does she want a job? I could use someone with those sales tactics on my team. Because they had like
can I get a heat pump? You get them like the max, like the industrial grade pump. Holy crap, $80,000.
Let's see. I love how once Lance realized the odds were back in his favor, he takes a bite of the candy apple. Oh yeah, definitely some symbolism there. Like he's kind of like, but then they give him the little nod out the window.
Like, we got you, dog.
Those are some loyal followers because like Lance is locked up and they're still doing his bidding, I guess.
That's weird.
Thoughts on the WWE scene? I just know Papa Daryl didn't look very impressed. But Pamela and Sebastian looked like they were having the time of their life watching that wrestling. It was like the first time.
They really did, yeah.
I don't know. It was about as impressive as real life wrestling. Let's see. According to the
I kind of felt bad.
Oh, go ahead.
What that place say?
According to the insider.com, Margaret Bingham is wearing a wig to hide her short hair. Oh man.
Well, all figured.
That is a cool hairstyle though. Like I thought it was naturally hers.
That's what I thought too.
It works. I'm gonna tell you, props to. And nobody, you say what you want about The Walking Dead, ain't nobody knocking their makeup and department, because they always get them
They're on
looking.
point. I kind of feel bad for King Ezekiel too, and he's like, like I'm happy here. Like I'm gonna I feel like I can make a good life here. Then shit hits the fan. Damn it!
I didn't even think of it like that. You're so right. King Ezekiel is just like, no, man, I'm good. I'm gonna make a life here. And this is great. 5 minutes later, it's like, oh my God, run!
Everything's burning down. Damn it!
That's a good point. I didn't think about that. King Ezekiel, man, Corey Payton is such a wholesome dude. Like that character, I will legit cry if King Ezekiel dies. I love.
He is a good dude.
I wish he was.
You called it.
He's
going to be in the Mario movie. You called his voice.
Yep,
You're like that sounds just like Ezekiel.
Matt and I were in the middle of moving stuff to his new house on Saturday. We were kind of taking a break and having some lunch, and I pulled up the Super Mario Bros. Trailer for the new animated movie, and like in the scene where the penguin's like, "Do you yield?" I was like, dude, that sounds like King Ezekiel. And I had to Google it, and it was Corey Payton. I was like, I know that voice. I love King Ezekiel. I feel like he's
me, Mario.
I feel like he's grossly underutilized right now.
He would be a good voice actor.
I wish King Ezekiel would take Pamela's place. He'd be a good ruler. He was fair. He was compassionate, charismatic. King Ezekiel would be a great leader of the Commonwealth. Yeah. I mean, it'd be like you can drop the whole king.
He's got to give him another big ass tiger.
The wrestling probably reminded Daryl of fighting with Merle at Woodbury. That is a good point.
Yeah.
And Jesse and I are just getting to that point in the retro reviews where she's seen the Daryl. I mean the Merle versus Martinez fake scripted thing, but she hasn't quite gotten to the point of the Daryl versus Merle in the arena thing. So we're actually just getting to that point in the retro reviews. Which, by the way, if you are as bummed as I am that The Walking Dead is ending, you should go check out our channel, because we're actually doing a series, me and a friend of mine, Jesse, called Walking Dead Retro Reviews, where we're going back from episode 1. We're currently on season 3, episode 7. And she's never seen the show, knows very little about the future. So she legit has no clue what's going to happen, has never really paid attention to spoilers. And, so it's fun getting, I guess, an experienced perspective and also getting a fresh perspective on the show. So if you're kind of, sad that it's ending, you can go back to the retro reviews and listen. That's really fun. Lance Hornsby says it's symbolism. Think about it. Lance wants to overthrow Pamela. He had his agents kill workers. He calls Sebastian's death. People are panicking, and Lance bites the apple. Apple eats So he's biting the Commonwealth?
Yeah, he's eating it? No, you can't eat that.
As the zombies were eating the Commonwealth?
The parallels, the juxtaposition.
Bruh, imagine if she says her favorite character is Glenn. I hate to tell you, Mike, she's already said one of her favorite characters is Glenn. Like, Jessie is a big fan of Glenn and Maggie. Like, she loves them. She's in for some real heartbreak with Glenn here in another few seasons. And I really think Glenn is like actually the newest podcast, which we recorded today, comes out tomorrow. She's flat out said like Glenn's one of her favorites. Like she loves Glenn.
If it's anything like me and Ashley, like the episode where Glenn gets domed, like that was like we were done for Walking Dead, and like it happened, and like yeah, we're done.
Oh, it'd take you all a while to get back to it.
At least about a day to get back to it, because man, it really took us for a spin seeing that happen.
And what's so sad is not to harp too much on the past, but I mean, like, I remember, like when it happened on our podcast, you can go back and find it on our channel. It was me, Matt, and JP. And I was like, man, Glenn's going to die. Maybe not. We were coming up with theories, but I was like, it's just one of those constants, like constants and variables in a timeline. Like the show deviates from the comics, but it sticks to some of the most main points. And I was like, there is no way something that gnarly is not going to happen. And then when Abraham, they even psyched me out, because then when, it comes back and he's picking and he's like, you are it. And he gets to Abraham. I'm like, yay, Glenn lives. But then I was like, no. And then when Daryl stood up and punched him, I knew it. The second Daryl stood up, I was like, oh my God, no. They're doing a double fake out now. Glenn died. And I swear I can get my entire family. I can get my fiance. I was cursing at the television. I was cursing Daryl Dixon.
Stupid.
Oh, dude, I was so mad. The only two times I've lost my cool watching this show, there's only twice where I let my emotions get the better of me. That is when Herschel died. I lost my shit. And I was like, I am done with this show. I'm done. Like, I'm just yelling.
That was quite uncalled for.
My whole family's watching. I'm like, I'm done. Done. Why would he kill Herschel over Michonne? I'm done. And then when Glenn died, I was like, I hate Daryl.
Damn it, Daryl, go take a shower. If you just would have showered.
But I was so mad. Imagine her reaction to fake Glenn death. Oh,
ooh,
yeah.
That one got me and Ashley too.
Y'all legit thought Glenn was gone?
Yeah, we're like, there's no way. There's no way.
And if you ever, I don't know about you, but I've looked at a lot of rolling dumpsters since then, and I'm like, Glenn is a thin fellow, but there's no way he fit under one of those things.
No, yeah.
Like they have that much ground clearance. I was like, it's just not possible. But no, I can't wait. I cannot wait for the retro reviews when we get to that Glenn fake out review. And I'm going to be like, so man, like I'm just going to feed into it and make her think Glenn is dead.
Dude, that sucks.
Man, Glenn is dead. How do you feel? Tell us about it. But no, a lot of good stuff. I'm very interested because the next episode, the one that comes out next week, is called Variant, in which I will be on vacation next week, but I will be back on Sunday, probably mid-afternoon. So Matt, we will be live doing the podcast. But I'm wondering, because we had those variant zombies from the world beyond, these zombies that were smarter and faster and stronger and way more of a threat than the walking, easy kills that we have now. And I'm wondering, with the title of Variant, if that doesn't mean we're going to see these variant zombies pop up on the next episode.
I'm curious too.
Because people were saying like, oh, you're going to love episode 18. And I did. This was a great episode. It honestly felt like a episode of Game of Thrones, because there was so much conversation and back and forth and backstabbing. And it really, tonight's episode felt like an episode of Game of Thrones. And, but people were like, you're going to love it. And I thought, okay, with all this, Rick's coming back. Maybe that's what I'm going to love about it. That didn't happen, but they were right. I did love this episode. Mostly watching Sebastian get his throat chewed out while he's like, help me, help, somebody help. And then the whole crowd is like, no, dog, I'm good.
I finally have a life that I want. Everything's burning down. Fuck.
Poor King Ezekiel. I'm happy, Carol. I finally have the life I've always dreamed of. Literally nothing could ruin this. 5 minutes later. Oh my God. There's zombies everywhere. We're dethroning the government. It's like all this is happening.
It's an overthrow.
He's just like, I'm fine. This is fine.
Gosh darn it.
I'm still happy. But yeah, heck of an episode, man. I really do like that. I really do like the direction these last few episodes are going. I mean, each episode, a lot of stuff's popping off. Things are happening, because the part prior to this, I mean, I liked it, but it certainly, there were some lulls in there where I was kind of like, do we even need the podcast? There wasn't much to talk about. Whereas now it's like, dude, there's
holy crap. Like, yeah.
I mean, you got
every scene you could remark on.
We get to see Father Gabriel preaching once again. Great little conversation between him and Rosita there. I feel like Rosita's going to die. I hope she doesn't, but I feel like she's going to die. Either her or Father G, one of the two are definitely going to die.
I'm going to put money on both of them dying.
You think both? What about the baby?
Yeah.
Who's going to raise the baby?
Yeah, baby will be fine.
Dude, I don't know. You might
baby.
be right, because I've talked to people who are like, I feel like they'll kill one or the other, but not both, because she does have the baby. But like, there's Eugene, who is a very close friend of Rosita's. You know, they've almost hinted towards them getting together, which is interesting because in the comics they did get together, but she was cheating on him. It's a whole nother thing. But like, maybe that's it. Maybe they're super close, and then when they both die, Eugene's gonna raise the baby. Eugene and Stephanie. It's
yeah. What was that about?
Well, I say Stephanie. I guess this is the point. I guess it is.
Max. Yeah.
But so I've said Stephanie a lot this episode.
I knew who you meant.
Yeah, I apologize. It was actually really funny seeing Sebastian all pissed off and chasing Max through the crowd, seeing the POV shot of his angry face, which was
because that was smart, running into a crowd that wants to overthrow you now for being a complete douche.
They'll respect my anger.
And they did not.
And they laughed at it.
He tries to direct the zombie at her, like, dude, what are you doing?
I have the perfect sound effect for what happened to Sebastian. Well, now you ruined it.
I knew it. That's for Ezekiel.
Ezekiel's like, I have the best life here. Nothing literally could ruin this. I'm going to stay. I love it. Oh, no. And then I felt like Sebastian's like, help me, help, everybody help.
Respect me.
As the zombie bites out his throat. That was pretty gnarly too, man. Like he got tore up. But I mean, he had it coming. I can't believe they actually did it. So now we're really diverting from the comics, because he was a pretty big key player in how things wrapped up in the comics and everything. So now there's no Sebastian. So I have no idea what they're going to do right now. Pretty interesting. Let's get up close and personal, Matt. Oh, no, we're so close. It's like
you remember that like, see, I also forget which side I got to go in. Oh, I got to go. Let's see this side here.
Wait. No, wait. How do...
Get a little closer. See, I make it a little further away here. Make arms about the same size. I will kill you, Matt.
Let's see before we wrap it up, because I've got to pee some kind of bad. If Sebastian actually succeeded and got Max killed, Mercer would have killed him. Abso-freaking-lutely. I mean, which, we haven't seen Mercer and Max have many conversations since the episode where like Mercer was in the gym being an absolute beast. And he
is a big dude.
It's easy to forget that they're siblings. They just haven't had as much screen time here together in this part of the season. But yeah, no, Mercer's a freaking beast. I like Mercer.
Butt armor.
I think they cast him perfectly, and like you said, that butt armor ain't hurting him.
It is integral to his job.
And you know
his
what?
Job of looking damn good.
We're gonna do something off kilter here. I've got to pee so freaking bad, and I want to wrap it up, but I don't know that I could make it through wrapping it up before I pissed myself.
We can do it. We can do it. Wrap it up.
Leaving it to you, Matt. I'm leaving it to you. Entertain them for 30 seconds. I'll be back. You got this.
You got 30 seconds. All right. Well, Justin's gone. We're gonna type all the silly comments we can about him. Let me pull up my YouTube here too. Let's see. Where are we at? Here we are. Let's see. Where's my comment section? Oh, here's a live comment. So, how are you? I'm good. Kind of do. Why there's scratches on your back? Why is he never on time for his own stream? Yeah, he's a busy dude. He just doesn't care like I do being on time. Yeah, I missed that feller Pope. I think it would have been a great arch villain. Like I would have loved to see him face off against Rick.
All right, I'm back. Matt, what did y'all talk about?
I said, tell me the silliest things you can say about Justin.
Listen, Seth, let me tell you something, man. Like the episodes run longer than I can't predict it. Back in the day, they ended at 10 o'clock. So scheduling 10:10 would have worked. But now it's like they go 12 minutes over, and then I've got to come down here and get everything set up. And I got to send you know what? I love you, man. He had a funny hat. Who had a funny hat? Oh, here we go.
I already did the Pope impression.
Well, let me hear it.
You were gone. I could only do it when they asked.
Lance, let me see your beard, man. Let's compare.
Oh, wait. You don't got one.
Pope wasn't intimidating at all. Dude was like 60 years old. Yeah, he was kind of at that like senior citizen age where it's like, why are we scared of this guy? Like, let's just trip him up. I mean, I guarantee you one good fall, he's not going to get up.
He's gone, yeah. All right, Jesse, I call it. Wife to get me the 5 minute mark.
Appalachian American, let me ask you, what time should I set these podcasts at? Because when I schedule them ahead of time, I schedule them for like 10:10 or 10:15. What time should they be scheduled at? Tell me that, and then we'll wrap it up. Let's play some music while we rate. Well, do you want some hip maybe some rock? Which is interesting because those are all music beds I use when I'm on the radio to be like, you know. Danville's 104.5, the dam. Blah, 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 blah. We'll go up at 72 degrees. And yeah. So, yeah, give me a time. My dog is barking.
10:10.
LOL, it's your channel, man. Do you keep being late? It's kind of your thing now. That doesn't help. I asked what time should I set it for. I do 10:10.
Unhelpful criticisms.
Right? Like, man. You got to help me out here. What time should I set it for? And I'll do it. Give me some advice here. Do you think Superman will appear in Black Adam? I have no idea. I've watched nothing on Black Adam, but I'm sure he will. I mean, I know Shazam will. RIP headphone users. Sorry about that. So, Seth, so we can wrap it up. Tell me what time these should be. I mean, should I start doing them at 10:30? It's late, but I'll do it.
Let's just start doing it at 9:30. Just do like half episode podcasts.
Let's see. Do 9 p.m. so we can go to bed earlier. They don't air until 9. How's that going to work? Lance got Sebastian killed and got people hating on Milton's again. Justin, play the audience cheering for your boy Lance. All right. You want All right, you know what? Appalachian Americans not being helpful. So we're going to wrap this up. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for being a part of our night and letting us be a part of yours. We'll be back with you next Sunday. I'll be a little bit tired because I'll be just getting back from the beach, but nonetheless.
You'll be refreshed.
I don't know. Like after a 5-hour drive, I'm going to probably be a little bit tired.
That ain't nothing. You'll be refreshed and up and at 'em.
Well, that's going to wrap it up for us. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next week for episode 19 entitled Variant. Don't forget to check out the channel. Don't forget to check out moviepalette.com. Buy some art. It'll support the channel. Use podcast 15 and get yourself a discount. But in the meantime, Matt, enjoy your first night of sleep in your new home.
Yay!
Everyone else, we'll see you soon. I'm Justin.
Metadubs.
Podcasting Dad. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.